So you showed up to my webinar, right? You either went through it, you watched it, you didn't watch it, or you signed up to it, something brought you to it. And that's cool, right? The first step's always the most difficult. But I just wanted to jump on here. Obviously, I'm gonna follow up because I care. But I wanna ask you a question real quick. What do you really want? See, I see the leads coming through. I see the people signing up for the webinar. What I'm noticing is that it's 2, 3, 4 in the morning, right? The commonalities the last week have been a little bit crazy. Like I'm like, what's going on here? This guy I'm talking to, why is it 3, 4 in the morning? And then I realized, you know what? I've been there. It's late, can't sleep, you got stuff on your mind. Either the alcohol's wearing off, maybe something's going on, you're worried about the relationship, you just had a breakup, maybe things are going well, but you're just sheer bored, you don't know what's next. But for whatever reason, something is keeping you up at night. And I want to ask you real quick, what do you really want? What do you really want? Well, look, I want you to understand something. We're going to get into this in a second about what you really want. But I want you to understand that there's a voice deep inside of you that you're just refusing to listen to. Every day, you're hiding it. Why are you hiding it? I bet you I know why. You're showing up at work, you're going through the motions, you got your buddies that you're hanging out with or whatever, they don't want to talk about it. We've been taught to not talk about our feelings, right? And I get it, it's a little bit difficult. We're tough guys. If you're on here, if you're like me, which most likely you are because that's who I'm talking to. But it's not cool. Doesn't feel good. It's weird. Your dad, our grandpas, they said, hey man, don't talk about your feelings, right? Like we're not supposed to do that. However, the problem is you're suppressing this voice inside that is guiding you. It's the light, it's the beacon from within that you don't even realize that you have inside of you. See, not every man feels this way. Although I believe every man has the opportunity to be able to feel this way, they choose not to. Because they've been taken and they put this little light bulb, this beam that's telling them, hey man, there's more for you. You can bounce back from this. It doesn't matter what you've been through. What matters is you're going forward. You can have it all. What does it mean to have it all? That goes back to the first question. What do you really want? Why are you stopping and listening to yourself? Look, society says that we need to be one certain way, and I don't fucking believe in that. I believe that you can have it all. I believe that if you decide from within, if you can listen to this voice, and you just stop fucking lying, the pain's gonna stop. The profits are gonna rain from the heavens. The business idea that you had is gonna come to fruition. The woman you love, the things that you want out of your life, your kids, your family, the vacations, it's all going to show up. But you've got to realize one thing, and that's the whole purpose of this video. You've got to be able to release. You've got to release a spot for that voice. You've got to be able to get to a place where you can hear it. And it's so clear that from within, it's guiding you every morning. You're meditating, right? You're praying. You're doing all the things. Well, as a matter of fact, you're just going through your day as you're pounding away on the hammer. And you're pounding away at your work. And you're going through the motion, putting in your 40. Right? Because that's what we're taught you're supposed to do. Is you're putting in your 40. You hear this voice. Hey, man, I need to be doing something different with my life. Getting off at 3, going to the bar with these construction workers, with my foreman, with my super. This isn't for me anymore. You've got to clear a space. You've got to be able to open up a spot to let that voice reveal to you. When mine did it, I listened to it for years after year. I was a little boy. I was going through the motions. I can remember hearing it and hearing it. But I would suppress it and hide it with alcohol, drugs, women, gambling, because I was too cool to realize, what the fuck is this voice? So I couldn't make room for it. Finally, after all the bridges were burned, there was nowhere to go. Everybody gave up on me. As I'm staring out into this ocean, crying, tears running down my face, ready to give up, the beacon of hope from within, the light, shined up over the ocean. And it said, it's time. It's time to take it back. This is no bullshit. I can tell you the exact spot that I was sitting, what the seashells look like, the music going on behind me, the people frolicking on the beach playing volleyball, as I'm crying and weeping over here after losing everything, that it was time to go get it back. The hell is done. The pits of despair, it's over. So I want to ask you, my brothers, what do you really want? What do you really want out of this life? You've got one shot at it. And are you ready to listen?